Yeah, if we start off today, then just want to hear a little bit about yourself and your background, um, and yeah, just what it is you're doing within the space, please.
Okay, sure. My name is Youssof, and I'm a teenager and I'm an entrepreneur. And currently, I'm interested in the cryptocurrency space. So right now, at this moment, I'm developing a cryptocurrency that aims on solving the governance in the cryptocurrency world. So what we're doing basically is with the current governance system and with cryptocurrencies, how it works is depending on your stake in the coin, alters your vote. So we believe that it isn't completely fair or right, as it doesn't really translate into real world voting systems. So what we're doing is depending on the stake, it doesn't matter what stake you have, your vote will always be sequential to every other person.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the main goal is we're gonna have a is basically it's gonna be a payment coin, but for now we're trying to center it around a fair, democratic as a community token. So basically everyone runs the coin. It isn't one centralized place. We're trying to get it as decentralized as possible, and we believe what's holding cryptocurrency back currently is governance.
brilliant. And when was it you first got into crypto?
When I first heard about crypto, it was in 2017 on the Bitcoin all-time high back then when it was hit like 20,000. But I wasn't completely interested. I was interested in how good of an investing opportunity it was. And then only around like last year or a year and a half ago, um, I got interested into the tech behind cryptocurrencies. I was like, okay, so every single project has its own tech powering its ecosystem.
Yeah, very interesting. How? I mean, you're obviously quite young in age. Are you still in full-time education, or how are you working?
Yes, I'm still in full-time education.
Okay, and how are you working that around your studies and stuff? You're doing it all in the evenings and um
Yeah, everything I have is centered around the evenings and on weekends because I also have a very strict studying regime, so I study a lot of the day because I'm currently at like the GCSE stage because I'm in year 11. But what I do is I always find time to fit everything. So the second I finish studying, I'll start doing work, and I have like a calendar where I plan time slots for everything.
right, amazing. And is there any projects within the space that particularly interest you or excite you at the moment?
At the moment, it's Helium and Zilliqa.
Right, okay. What's your reasons behind that?
Helium, because for me they're the only competitor to Elon Musk's Starlink when it comes to wireless. Even though they're not doing an exact same concept, basically what they're doing is you have these boxes that send out radio waves, and you put them in your houses, like on the balconies near the windows.
Yeah,
So the more boxes you have connected to you, you get money. Like it's kind of like mining, but it doesn't work in the same usual concept of mining. You're not physically like solving mathematical equations. You're just connecting to other people and providing like connection. So what this works, why you will make money from this is there will be companies. Let's say a company that sells smart dog collars. So let's say your dog gets lost.
yeah.
If you have an ecosystem of miners sending out radio waves, you can locate that dog, if it makes sense, or like a wallet or anything.
Right, okay.
And currently, a lot of people are getting interested in the helium miners because they're extremely profitable. Basically, each one costs 300 pounds or dollars wherever you're located at the moment. I mean, they raised the price slightly. I think it might be 400 now.
Yeah.
But depending on your location, you can make upwards of 10,000 pounds. There's a month. There's somebody who lives in like Boston who was like 20 miners around him, like 50 miners, I mean, and he's making insane amounts. If you
Right.
live in a rural area, you probably make less, but I think because I can see a lot of companies using this tech because right now I know about like the wallet tracking companies and they aren't amazing. Like the best one is called Tile and uses Bluetooth technology, which is very short range and old. So I think it'll be a good competitor to Starlink. The next project I said I would be interested in is Zilliqa.
Yeah,
Zilliqa is oh, by the way, sorry, I forgot to mention this with Helium. Helium is also if you look at the coin itself, it's actually had crazy growth. I think it was like a couple 100%. But it's like it's in the top 100. The other one is Zilliqa. It's like top 50 coin. Zilliqa, I believe, has one of the best technology surrounding cryptocurrencies at the moment because they're the only coin till now that has successfully integrated sharding. Sharding is like the process of breaking up the blockchain into shards to increase speeds, basically, because it's more for growth. Like if you have Ethereum right now, Ethereum wasn't planning to get this big, or Bitcoin, but then once they got this big and they have a cap on the size of blocks, they're slow. Like Bitcoin's 4 transactions per second, Ethereum's currently 30. Zilliqa is the only one right now that has sharding. So Zilliqa theoretically has speeds of up to what was it, 2,700 transactions per second, while Visa has like 8,000 transactions per second. So still has time and needs to catch up to like credit cards like Visa, etc., which are currently the fastest payment method. But it's the one that's closest there. And I believe the main issue surrounding Zilliqa is they haven't focused on marketing at all. But just recently, the CEO put out a statement saying, "Oh yeah, we have an allocated budget of 1% of our because you have holdings for cryptocurrency, you have holdings for like funds you want to invest into, like it's called the company's wallet, a account wallet for the cryptocurrency. So they're investing 1% of allocation, which is like a couple million, maybe like tens of millions, into marketing, which I think will definitely boost Zilliqa because Zilliqa, I think, has amazing technology, but they took a really bad marketing route. Like if you look at like Nano.
Yeah,
Nano has a huge, I would say, like a cult. If you go on Reddit or any other forum, they have like 60,000 members and they keep like pumping Nano, not pumping directly, but they keep saying like buy Nano, Nano's the best, etc. But Zilliqa doesn't have that. Zilliqa just has a couple people who are very like experts at cryptocurrency who knew the project from a long time ago, but they don't have much people getting into it right now. So Zilliqa, I think, will have immense potential. I honestly think Zilliqa can be a top 10 token.
yeah, yeah. I think when the technology meets the marketing, I think that's when things can really do well, isn't it? And get that network effect around projects. Um,
Yeah, definitely.
how is your sort of digging a bit more into the project you're working on? Have you got a large team of you working on that, or is that um, just yourself? Or
Yeah, currently it's myself and I have a couple other engineers working with me and designers, um, Ethereum smart contract editors. But then when it comes for like the team, I haven't set like a permanent team yet. These are like people I have working beside me now, but I don't know if they're gonna stay there. But then after I finish the project I'm working on now, I'll decide that and I'll have a definite team on my website to be able to view for everyone.
amazing. Have you got any time scales at all, or you just take
Hmm.
it as it comes? Or
Okay, so currently we're on the marketing phase. We're focusing on marketing and promotion.
okay,
But this is going to be a short phase because we found from a study that people, even though without marketing, you need more development into the coin, uh because people, their main concern is like, okay, there's no the voting system hasn't come into it yet. I mean, your coin without the voting system yet. So currently what I'm working on is our biggest project yet. It's going to be the application. So we're working on an application which is going to be a wallet, a transfer app, and a payment app, and the most important is the governance app where you can do votes for certain aspects of the cryptocurrency. So that project, I'm estimating maybe 3 to 5 months. But
yeah,
once that's done, we will move on to a more heavy, intensive marketing phase. And then after that, we can see working on to other projects and collaborating with, let's say, online retailers to support Ycoin payments, etc.
brilliant. Sounds really interesting project. Yeah, be excited to see how that develops over the coming months and years.
Thank
Um,
you.
where do you see the space overall in the next 5 to 10 years? And how do you think it'll affect the world really? Is there any, yeah, what sort of direction do you see it going?
Currently, I have a kind of an unpopular opinion on crypto because a lot of people think, oh yeah, this is the time. But I'm wary because of the 1999 bubble of the dot-com bubble.
Yeah,
People take a bubble in the wrong context. When someone says bubble, they mean, oh, all the technology is garbage, it's useless, it's not really necessary. But what happened with the bubble is there was little use case, but a lot of hype surrounding it. So in 1999, everyone was like, "Oh, the internet's the future. Everyone's investing, etc., etc." But then there was very little use. Only a couple of websites were existing. Um, Not many people like ordered on the internet. So then it pumped a lot, and then it crashed in like 2001, 2000. But then it didn't like go away. Like it slowly grew back, and it's like recovered almost. I think crypto is currently in a bubble stage, even though I 100% agree with the cryptocurrency technology, it's the best thing we've come up with so far. It's a solution to centralized banking. It's a solution to payments, solution to many things, because every cryptocurrency project has its own use case.
Yeah.
But we see very little use, even with like payment cryptos. You can't go into your store and pay in Bitcoin. If you want to go to a Bitcoin cafe, you have to drive 45 minutes out.
Yeah.
Like if you see Bitcoin accepted on a website or crypto, you'll be shocked. Like yeah, we have some adoption like PayPal coming slowly, but it isn't fast enough. I think at the rate cryptocurrency is growing, I'm scared of a bear market crash until it recovers. But when it comes to the technology itself, I yes, I think cryptocurrency definitely is something for the future to be keen on, because it's ever evolving. It's not like once you make something, it stops. Like the technology can adapt with the environment around it. So if like let's say I make a cryptocurrency and then in 5 years it's way too slow, or it's too buggy, or it's old, you can sorry you can build up on it, like Ethereum with Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum realizes they're falling behind. Oh, we have Binance catching up. um we're doing bad because we have the high fees. No one wants to transfer with us. Okay, Ethereum 2.0 is coming. We're going to try and integrate sharding. We're going to do lower fees. We're going to have all this great stuff coming. So that's the good thing with cryptocurrencies. It's ever evolving.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Um, so what lies in store for you long term? What's your aspirations in this space? What would you ultimately like to achieve if you could?
My aspirations is I would like to see Ycoin do well. I mean, everyone would like to see their own project do well.
Yeah.
But currently I'm very interested in cryptocurrency. I would love to see what new projects come out. I would love to be one of the people who hop on early. How people now are like, oh, I wish I bought Apple at 2010. I wish I bought this, etc. Like
Yeah.
back then. I want to be like one of those people who buy early cryptocurrency projects, and then everyone in the future is like, oh, I wish I bought that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we all? um,
Exactly.
do you see this cycle playing out differently to the last, or do you believe it will be quite similar in the way it
I
plays?
think it'll be yeah, I think it'll be similar but stretched out.
Right.
So last cycle it was a Bitcoin cycle, Ethereum cycle, altcoin cycle, bear season.
Yeah.
So currently now Bitcoin cycle is just coming to a halt. I think once it hits 100,000, I don't think it can grow more. I think it's gonna hit 100,000 this year, but I don't think it'll grow more. But then once Bitcoin cycle slows down, especially with Ethereum, their Berlin project, once that rolls out, I think because we haven't hit Ethereum cycle yet, because Bitcoin to Ethereum is always in a 1 to 10 ratio. So if Bitcoin was 10,000, Ethereum's 1,000. But now Bitcoin's 60,000, Ethereum's 2,000. It's in a 1 to 30 ratio. So I think Ethereum definitely has room to grow. So I think Ethereum will definitely hit 5,000, maybe even 10,000 this year.
Yeah.
Um, but once that happens, I think all the altcoins will pump, especially the ones which I said have potential. Like the ones which have the most potential will pump the most. Because right now it's only been really like there's been pumps, definitely. I'm not gonna say like a couple 100% is bad, but there's definitely more coming, because the pumps that happen right now, they're all like Dogecoin, XRP, Safe Moon. Like
Yeah.
they're all kind of like meme tokens in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I definitely think um like all the altcoins will pump after Ethereum has risen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see any upcoming trends or anything? Like obviously at the moment we've had quite a big boom with NFTs,
Mm-hmm.
DeFi. What do you think is the next sort of sector, I guess, that might become big, or what you feel has got um could be tokenized? Is there anything
AI.
in mind at all? AI.
AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I definitely think once some companies have programs which are reputable and people are aware of, then people start getting interested in. Because one has been developed by Elon Musk, which is like Google autocorrect or autocorrect. It's like that, but taken to a whole new level. Like it finishes sentences for you, but like literally, like if you're writing something, it finishes, and it just came out a couple months ago, but isn't that well known?
Oh wow.
So I think AI technology is going to be one of the future things because AI will solve a lot of issues. Like you can have quantum computers and AI solving problems for you. You can like ask them simple questions that are complicated to you, but they'll be understanding.
Yeah.
And I think AI can definitely be tokenized because you can easily buy like a stake into an AI project, but AI will be very hard to put on the stock market. So I think it'll be easy to just have it as a token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you read much into? Someone made me aware of the metaverse recently. Have you done much reading into that sort of? Yeah, sort of virtual reality
Let me
side of
see.
things.
Oh, the metaverse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not really hugely into it, but I'm aware which one you're talking about. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the one Epic Games raised like $1 billion for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite another quite interesting space that I think
Hmm.
we might see some growth in over
Yeah,
the.
virtual reality and augmented reality definitely. Actually, I'm not a fan of augmented reality. I think it's extremely hard to do, which is convenient because the glasses. No one wants to wear glasses for augmented reality constantly. Virtual reality, however, if you're for entertainment, people can put a headset on. But augmented reality, like we're far away from mass adoption of it, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
virtual reality, however, it's seen. I'm someone who's been in the virtual reality space before Bitcoin. Like I was in virtual reality in 2015, but virtual reality has grown massively by like every year it grows like 1,000%, I believe, and the headsets keep getting better.
Yeah.
The first headset I had was called the Vive. It was
Wow.
very big, it was very heavy, and the controller was terrible, and it took there's like 10 cables going off your head, and you needed a computer, and you have to have two base stations in the wall basically to track your movements, and it
Yeah.
was very like clunky, the UI, even though it was still fun. But then I got the Oculus Quest and the Oculus Quest 2, and I was mind blown. It's something portable you put on your head, you can carry it anywhere, and the tracking is 10 times better than the Vive, and you can use your hands, like you don't need controllers because they can track hand movements.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some huge changes coming with crypto and AI and all the rest of it. Be interesting to see how it all plays out. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss today at all? We can.
Let me think about it. Oh yeah, we could discuss NFTs.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah. So currently with the NFT market, I have a very negative opinion on NFTs currently because like I think NFTs are pretty much people are trying to say, oh yeah, you own the art because you own the original copy. You can't copy the Mona Lisa, but it doesn't really work like that because the Mona Lisa is a historic relic that's been painted by hand that has material which are from the 16th century.
yeah,
But NFTs, like honestly, I think the main reason why they're so popular is because it's money laundering. Because it's the number one easiest use case for money laundering. All you have to do is people found out you can money launder art from your couch.
yeah,
But I think NFTs they're a huge bubble now, but at the same time I don't think they're completely useless. I think they have a use case in the future, but I think the prices are too hilariously high. Like the 600 days, the 600 photos over a couple years
yeah,
that sold for like 60 million. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's a photo. Like
yeah,
I can compile like a couple hundred photos from my photo library and then put it on NFT and what I'll make a couple million. Like it's too much. I don't see use case because like Beeple, the artist that made it, they just became famous. They're like a digital artist. They're not like Leonardo da Vinci, the person who found out about human biology, the person who had it came up with the concept of a helicopter, the person who made the Mona Lisa. It's an online artist who sold for 70 million. So yeah, I think NFTs they have I think they're not completely useless. Like I can see why people want digital art, especially from like famous people. Like there was one person that sold the neon cat art. It was like a meme back in like 2010. Everyone was interested in it, and he sold like the original like video for it, and someone bought it for like 300 million, not 300 million, sorry, 3 million.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't think anybody can just put an NFT and just sell it like that, unless it's really nice. But at the same time, just screen record it. I'm sorry, like if
Yeah.
the artist is not well known, and like I don't get why you would want to have it. At the same time, maybe an investment, but I wouldn't invest in it right now because I think it's too risky.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
NFT art, I would think non-fungible art. I'm not a huge fan of it, but non-fungible tokens. I think like the cats, the one of the first non-fungible tokens, I think could work because it's a fun concept. Like, but art, I think the prices need to be lowered definitely, and the concept of it needs to be looked over.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Do you see more value in like a collectible then? Sorry, by that I mean like a
Yeah.
Pokemon or a um like a football collectible or
I definitely see more value in that because that provides entertainment. Like you can, it's actually interesting. Like you know how people collected Pokemon as children. This is like the futuristic version.
yeah,
So I get why people would do this. Like it's fun. So I don't think that. I think that definitely has potential. But when it comes to art, I'm sorry, you're not gonna get entertainment by staring at the art you bought for 1 million.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll wrap it up there because I'm aware of your schedule. But
Yes,
I'd like to thank you for giving up your time this afternoon and
sure thing.
coming on and speaking. Inspiring what you're doing at such a young age. Like, I think everybody will agree, and I look forward to seeing how your journey unfolds. On that note, have you got anywhere people can follow your journey, or the best place to follow you? Are you active on socials or?
Oh yes, I'm active on. I think the best place would be on the Ycoin Reddit community. If you just search Ycoin, you would be able to see that.
Yeah, sure.
On Telegram, the Ycoin Telegram would be interesting to follow. And personally, you could see me at on Instagram if you just search my name. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think those are my most active places.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Sure thing. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for having me. Goodbye.